Hello, hello, hello. Ridgeway Racing here. We're going to do another track guide on a hot lap, and we got setups provided at www.com, patreon.com. Oh, www.com. www.patreon.com/Ridgeway Racing. No E in Ridgeway. All right. This week we'll be at Phillip Island Circuit. It's the weather for this one is going to be 18C air, 25C track, 49% relative humidity, and a 21 km per hour wind northwest with 50% track rub. I'll put those details in the description along with any other links. But let's get into it. First, I'll do a corner by corner analysis. After that, you can click forward. There'll be a cockpit cam full lap and a chase cam full lap, no voiceover for both. And this was with the quali setup, and this is a pretty good one. So let's get into it. All right, so we're just finishing the first lap after the out lap, the two lap quali. Turn one, start from the left, go to the right, keep it to the right. Here, it's just a not a heavy initial brake, but it's a lot of trail and into sort of a late apex. It's a very challenging corner to perfect. I struggle with it. Sure, you might as well. But we'll go, from behind the car here. I I don't really have a brake marker, but it's sort of as the road stops being straight for a little bit, and then I'm on the brake. I'm sort of trail braking. I'm trying to rotate the car and hit as late as the apex as the car feels like it wants to do. If you look over to the left, that's a good marker to try to come back across here. You can get a little further over, grab some curb there, but it's a good it's a good telemetry to look at because we take a look at the braking here. It's a abrupt initial brake, but not too heavy, and then just trail braking it, and then trying to pull that throttle back up slowly to full as fast as possible. It's not a stomp on the throttle. It's get on it and go. Turn three is nothing to talk about. Turn four, the brake marker's maybe right before that. Was it 200, 100? And then back on again. Heavy brake into a release, back on throttle as good as you can. What is this? Yeah, 100 marker. See exactly where we hit it. I'm letting off and going right at the 100, I think. A little before. Pause it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so right about where that 100 is. I am on the left on the curbs here, so go ahead and do that. Let me play it all the way through so you get the telemetry. Go, go, go. A good heavy brake, letting it off, rotating the car, just carrying it around there. You can go way wide over there if you'd like. That's a good one. Then we head into turn six. Oh, I'll say on the exit here, you gotta be careful. See how I ramp the throttle up that you don't, spin the back tires, go spinning. Like I think I even catch a little bit of lockup. Look like no. Um, I was having trouble with these front tires. I was trying to figure out a good brake bias. Yeah, you see it. That front right tire stopped touching the ground there for a second, which may be okay. I mean, we're getting around the turn pretty quick. This happens. That's turn four. This is turn six now. Turn five. I don't know why. I guess you can call it a turn. Turn five's kind of setting up for turn six. I'm going right after the end of this curbing when I kind of release the throttle, get on the brake, and I'm trying to get into this. There's a nice cambered road here. It's again one of those throttle, let off brake with a good initial abruptness, heaviness, let off slowly, and then as you let off, once you're at zero brake, you almost want to get on the throttle instantly, ramping it up, not stomping it, stamping it, mashing it. We'll back up and talk about So we come out of turn six. You get on the throttle. You can go a little wide here too. It's I think the antenna over the curbs. Turn six, turn seven, turn eight. You just drive it. But going into turn nine, you gotta stay really far right. I'm letting off. I didn't even let off all the way, but to get speed, you gotta get the car over to the left. I mean, if you want to have the speed, you got to get the car over to the left, and you got to get back on throttle. This is a tricky one to get down. Take a bit of practice. Heavy brake. As you go down the hill, that front right tire will lift up a little bit. And then here you can get on the throttle and just slowly turn it. You have so much time to turn a little bit off camber or it's on camber. Just feel the car out and get over there. Try to stay to the right. You just don't want to turn too fast as you're accelerating. You have plenty of time to turn, so take the turn slow. That's through 9, 10, and 11. And then turn 12 is pretty easy. You just push the gas down. Go as fast as you can. Then you're across the finish line. Where did we get? A 121.953. That was my first lap under 22 seconds in practice. I forgot I did this. In practice, I was getting into the low 22s and very disappointed I couldn't get into the 21s. And that was with the race setup, quali setup, test setup. And yesterday I did a quali setup and I got under 22 with decent track conditions. But yeah, so I want to go back and play 9, 10, and 11 one more time before I jump to these other laps. You gotta get a good entry into 9. It'll ruin everything. It's just a little bit of a let off. I could maybe even push harder, but I'm braking right at this 50, but not the initial abruptness because I'm changing. There's a little weight transfer happening there. The car's getting thrown forward, more weight on the front tires, right? Um, so I almost, you can preload a car by turning opposite of the turn and then turning in. Sort of preloading it a little bit to go downhill if you start the brakes right before the what we call it maybe the inflection point of this. So get on the brakes, and then you want to brake hard and slow it down really fast. I stay in second gear, come out of second, push third, and then this one's just slowly turn it. It's gonna feel like the car. You might feel like you might be losing the car, but you turn slowly, arc the car through 11. You'll be good for 12. You'll get a lot of speed on this straight, and that'll be a nice feeling when you're following somebody. This is the quali setup, so we have enough fuel, pushing pretty hard there. So, but yeah, that's it for this one. If you want to try the setups out, go check out the Patreon link in the description. If you have any questions about anything, holler at me. I'm always happy to respond. And then we'll jump into the no voiceover. I get the hush, and it'll be the cockpit lap full through, followed by the chase cam. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one. And good luck racing this week. Bye bye.